Hey guys, what's up? So I was just about to go take a shower and blood in my teeth. Okay, I really should probably turn this off. They'll bite me, smack me in the face. Now I'm twisting your arm to let it break. Okay, anyways, fucking A. So okay, I have to hurry up and take a shower because I have to go do a podcast. That's why everybody loves me. Anyways, the lighting sucks, but that's okay. Okay. I don't actually. Purpose was on the bottom. So, I was hearing that song, hate me, wake up call. This could be a wake up call for somebody. Wake me. Somebody could be innocent in this situation that you want to come together with. Like, they didn't do anything wrong. They could have been a blessing to you to learn discipline. Okay. I wasn't even going to do this. I just want to see. Surrender? Yep. Surrender, indecision, perseverance. Okay. I just want to see if it goes with change, blame, and growth. Okay. Kind of does actually go with what I was talking about. Okay. So, there's a situation that's going on in somebody's life right now, or whoever has to hear this, or whatever, all right? And it's kind of like you have somebody in your ear, like, talking shit about your dreams. Like, there's something you want to go after, which is, like, perseverance, that's going to help you change in some way, right? And you're trying to, like, surrender to whatever it is you want because you've been in some kind of indecision going back and forth, like, what it is you wanted to do about the situation. But you are blaming other people, or other people are blaming you in order to not be able to do what it is you want to do. Like, maybe they're trying to make you feel bad for wanting what you wanted, or they're blaming you for, well, if you go do that, then what about me, kind of situation, right? But it was for your growth. Like, you could have been growing through this situation and knew that you just had to surrender to what it was that you wanted. But there could have been somebody in your energy, which is where I'm getting the message. There can be somebody in your energy that's in your ear manipulating you, and you probably don't even realize it because it's somebody that can act very nurturing to you, but they're fake. Like, they're using you for something, sex, power, love, their time, money, attention. Yeah, wake up call, see? They could also, so, like, if it was a person, yeah. If it was, like, a person, I'm sorry, I'm just like, yeah, yeah, I understand what's going on. If this is, like, a person not wanting you to, of course I'm doing this. If it's a person that doesn't want you to be with somebody else, for whatever reason, whether they're jealous, or they want to be with you, or they're pretending this whole time to be a friend, but they've been manipulating the entire situation. Like, maybe, like, something will happen between you and your person, and you'll get in a fight, and they'll, like, purposely, like, blame. So they'll purposely, like, help you blame the other person, so it makes, like, it look like they're helping you, but they're actually manipulating you to try to blame the other person so they look like the bad guy, when it's like they weren't. Or maybe they were just trying to help you, or maybe they were saying things that you just didn't like, but this other person, when you would talk to them in private, in feeling safe with this person, that sucks. If you felt safe with this person did this to you, I'm so sorry. I would never do that. If somebody felt safe with me, I would never. I feel like crying. I'm sorry if you're going through this, because I feel like you wanted something really bad. And it could have been a relationship. And the reason why I was doing this video before I take a shower, because obviously I need to take a shower. If my hair is like this, you know I need to take a shower. And not because I'm gross, just because my hair needs to be done. So my hair can go a long time without having to actually like wash it. And I was supposed to get my hair done, and you're not supposed to wash your hair. You're supposed to have it like dirty. So the dye like clings to it more. So I didn't do it. I wash my body every day, but you know, fucking whatever. So I kept hearing that song. I don't know if I already said. No, I didn't. I messed up on it. Hate me, still trying to replace me. Blah 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 blah. That, what is it? Eddie Goulding, and then is it what's his face? Juice WRLD or something? I don't know. So it's like either this person got you to think that what it was you wanted wasn't what you wanted. Like they were kind of like making it seem like that's not what you wanted. You wanted something else, but you're like, no. And you could have like went with that for a while until like you realized like, no, I actually think I want this person or this job or whatever more than I thought. Because maybe because, you know, they were saying things to try to help you and you didn't like hearing it because of whatever reason. Like, because maybe you didn't like hearing. They could have even said like, hey, like, I've done this. Like, hey, your friends suck. They're jealous. They don't want you to have a good relationship. Or they want you. And so they're going to obviously tell you bad things about me, make up stories when they have no idea anything about me. Because, and then like, if say like I got you mad because I was telling you the truth and you didn't want to hear it, and you went and like confided in some other person, especially a girl. I should name Hillary. I'm sorry. Oh my God, I love life. It's just so fucking ridiculous. And I bet this is actually for this too. Huh. But anyways, some people don't like being called out on their shit when everybody else just lets them get away with everything, right? But some people that really love you do it because they want the best for you, because they love you so much, because they care for you, because they want the best for you, because they want to see you grow, because they can see you where you are, but they know you can be so much better and bigger, and you have that potential. And I think something happened where you could have stood more in your power and had the instinct that there needed to be a change. But the wake-up call could have been in a time of reflection that there needed to be vulnerability to have new beginnings for this to be complete as the vision that it is that maybe you thought of at one point, at one time in your life with whatever the situation is. But yeah, perspective. Your perspective changed on something. And, you know, there's people in our lives that, like, even if, like, you're, like, having sex with this person, and they could have kept, like, using it to, like, you know, instead of you going to have sex with somebody else, like, it was just maybe easier to, like, do it with them because they were around, and it was easier because you knew you weren't going to fall for them because they were surface level. Like, they weren't who you wanted, or if it was, like, a luring in kind of thing. But I think, like, also, like, maybe they had you party more. Like, maybe you didn't really drink that much, and you started to drink a lot. A lot of times over the years, I always kept hearing, like, tell somebody, do not drink drinks from other people because they're not trustworthy. And I was always like, well, nobody's really making me drink. Even alcohol or anything, they're not, like, just giving me a drink where it's like they're giving me a sedative or something. So I don't know if anything's happened with anybody like that, where it's like you were given a drink and then, like, you completely don't fucking remember shit, or you do a little bit, but it's really hazy and it's like you don't understand any of it. Like, it's like, no. but like it could have been like the rape drug. Like you never know. You know what I mean? Like something could have happened and it was like you were fine and then all of a sudden you just weren't and you don't remember shit. And like this person could have like suggestively, subconsciously put shit in your head and you ended up getting programmed by it. Because that happens. And I shouldn't even say that because then people can, you know, whatever. But there's a person in your fucking life that does not want you to have what it is you want because it's not going to benefit them. They've been manipulating you this entire time, so you're being held back from growing and doing what it is you want to do. And I feel like when you, like if it was a person again, when you would get in a fight with this person, you would go complain to this person and be like, oh my God, can you believe that blah, blah, blah. And they're like, oh my God. Like, I can't believe, like, blah, blah, blah. Like, and they were all supporting you, but at the same time, they just wanted you to not talk to that person. So they were like, oh my God, I can't believe that happened, honey. And there are ill intentions behind it. Like, I don't know if it was sex. I don't know if it was money. I don't know if it was, you know, them wanting to be with you. Like, maybe you're just friends, you know what I mean? And they wanted more and they weren't getting it. So they figured, well, if I play this little fucking game, maybe one day he'll like me and not her. Or maybe one day she'll like me and not him. You know, whatever. But the thing that I'm, like, being drawn to is, like, you were being manipulated. And if you were manipulating somebody else in the same kind of way, there's your karma. See how it works? So it's just easier for me to use situations like if I put myself in it. So example, say you were talking to somebody. Maybe you were in a point of your life where you were like, okay, I want change. Like, I want my entire life to change. I want change for the best. And then somebody pops into your life, right? And they fuck everything up. And you're like, this fucking bitch, blah, 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 or this asshole. But it's actually to break you down to build you back up, right? Fuck. And I know this. So if you're doing this to an innocent person that just came in, and you don't like what they're saying because they're calling you out on your shit because nobody else has before, because they just let you get away with everything because maybe they didn't want you to grow. Maybe you had a narcissistic mother who used your behavior for attention. Like, maybe you have girlfriends or boyfriends that don't say anything because they don't want you to leave and they're scared of it. You know what I mean? But when somebody comes in and fucking calls you out on your shit, that means that they love you. They want you to grow. They're not being a fucking bitch. They're not, no. So if you are doing something like that to another person, you're going to attract, because that's what your inside is, that's what you're thinking, that's what you're feeling, that's what you're doing, those are your, you know, whatever, King Kong. You're going to attract somebody that's going to end up coming into your life that's going to do that to you. And you, I don't know how long you've known this person for that's trying to keep you from what it is you want, but they might have came in after, like, the dream was already planted in your head. But then the dream was getting unplanted because of this person feeding into what it was you were complaining about. Like, it wasn't like they were like, oh, well, you know, maybe look at it from this perspective. Like, maybe she did it because of this, or maybe he just wanted blah, blah, blah. And to explain, like, you know, maybe we should keep giving it a chance and seeing where it goes. You know, or she's too good for you, or he's in a higher league than you, he makes more money. Like, whatever the situation is, this person was feeding your ego so you wouldn't give in, and even maybe telling you to do stupid shit like, hey, do something, then leave, because that will make them addicted. Like, that will make them be like, oh my God, like, so just keep doing that. It'll work, I promise. And then the person leaves, and then your dream is destroyed because you want to listen, you know, whatever. But, example. Just an example. But, it's like, then, that person leaves that you want, right? They're like, fuck this, I can't deal with it anymore because your fucking friend is yapping in your ear, telling you fucking bullshit because they actually are having a hidden agenda and want something with you. I hate thinking about fucking, but it's okay. I hate thinking about it, but it's okay. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't get to me, but it's just like, wow, what kind of face was that, Bethany? Oh, whatever, I don't give a fuck. I am imperfectly perfect. I am perfectly perfect. I'm not a fucking perfectionist. I don't give a shit. Normally, I wouldn't even do a video back in the day, like, without lighting. But I'm actually doing it because I don't fucking care. Plus, like, it was in my ear, like, yap, 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 like somebody was talking in my ear, like, go fucking do it, go fucking do it. And then I heard the song, and then I was like, what the fuck? So sometimes to make spirit happy, you just gotta do what you gotta do at the time that you're told to do it. And I usually do. But anyways, so say, you know, you push this person away because of your behavior of what this other person is telling you what to do, because they're trying to make you not be able to get what it is they want because they have a hidden agenda of not wanting you to leave them for whatever reason, you know, or they want you to be with them and they're trying to kick the other person out, right? So, you know, all of a sudden you're like, oh, fuck her, like, fuck him, go to hell, like, da-da-da-da. But after time, like, you know, and maybe you were even like, oh, I can do it. I'm okay. I don't need that person. Like, I don't care, blah, blah, blah. And this other person over here is like, hell yeah, you don't need that person. You got me. Like, you know, what the fuck? You know what I mean? And you're just like, you're not getting it. You're not seeing it. And then you see it. And a reason, a way you could have seen it, a way you could have seen it is like, you know, this person supporting you this entire time when shit's going bad. This is always when you find your people. Always. Always. When shit is going bad and they're supporting you. Okay. When shit is going good for you and they're still supporting you, those are your people. Those are your fucking people. When you have, and they're inspiring and encouraging you to go after what it is you want and not trying to block you because it's gonna affect them. No, I'm sorry. If I want something and somebody's like, oh my God, blah, 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 and like, it's because they're gonna have a problem, like, they need me for whatever. Like, sorry, but that's when you find out who's your fucking friend and who really cares about you and who isn't. Like, they're always there through the good and bad, and they're always there to support you. They'll listen to your bullshit. They'll give you critical fucking advice. They'll be blunt with you. Like, you can have, like, healthy criticism. You know? Like, if I want... if I want real advice, right? I always go to my friend Ashley. You have friends where you like go to people for like certain things. Like some people are just like that. Like their certain friends are like, Bethany should just left it alone. There's like certain friends that you go to for certain things, right? And it's like, I shouldn't have fucking touched it. And it's like, I always go to my friend Ashley. I can go to her for anything. But I want her to be honest with me. And if she cares about me enough, she's not gonna sugarcoat it. And I don't want her to sugarcoat it. So if I'm fucking doing something dumb, I want to hear what she has to say. Doesn't mean I'm gonna listen. But maybe I'll take something from it and a better decision can be made. You know? Fucking arm. It fucking hurts so much. But those are how you know who your people are, when they're not fake. When they're not putting on a fucking facade for their own intentions to keep you stuck in place for them. You are theirs. Heller. Fuck you. Never. But I don't know if these people are watching, you know what I mean? So it's like, but if you are, it's like, fuck you, never yours. Never. Even if I never end up with him ever again, he still never will be anybody else's but mine. Never. Anyways, so this person could be doing that, right? So that person leaves, and you know, when you're not in something, it's easier to, you know, after time, the heart grows fonder or whatever. Like when you have space from somebody, and it's like you really have space where like there's no communication from either side, there's no nothing, like, and you could have been like, okay, like I'm done with you, and you're like, okay, fuck you, like I don't care, like and you're thinking it's not going to affect you as much as it actually does. That's when you see like, fuck, I actually way more love this person and care about them way more than I thought, and I did not think this was going to affect me this much. I should have done it differently. So you're confiding this in your friend, and your friend's like, no, blah, 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 she did this and he did that, and I can't believe you would even think that, blah, blah, blah. And you're like, I'm telling you that I want to go after it when, you know, you were encouraging it then when I was complaining about it, but now I'm actually going to go do it, and you're trying to get me not to? No, that's when you know. So I have a feeling, and I was told to do this video, even though I don't fucking care. Even though I look like this, I still look good. I always look good. I just don't like my hair when it's not down. Oh my god, this is funny. I was just gonna say, okay, what lesson do you need to learn right now? Pride. I love myself and I see myself in everyone. Yes. Yes, queen. Let's see what it says. Patience. Everything happens in divine order. And pride. That could be for me too. Like patience or whatever. Trust. Guilt. Discipline, want to be forgiveness. I keep getting forgiveness and fucking everything. Happiness, growth. Okay. So, yeah. There needs to be balance in this situation. Trust that everything's going to be okay. Put your mind to whatever it is that you want and be persistent in it. The more persistent you are about something, and you have good intentions and you have good feelings behind it, that will balance out a lot. And you know, but you have to discipline your mind. Like you have to like not think negatively, and when you do think negatively, like catch yourself and be like, and either change it or hurry up and like pay attention to something that's focus on something that is going good in your life, not just what's not. Like if you have like a fucking 100 things that aren't going right, but you have like one thing that is, always focus on that, because that will expand and everything else around you will drop the momentum of the bullshit and all the negative thoughts, because you're not thinking of it anymore. So it can't manifest. So that's also how this can happen, is when like, you know, oh, and don't feel guilty either. I release any beliefs that no longer assist in my soul's growth. Because that's another thing. Like, your pride can get in the way if you don't want to feel... I don't know how to say it. I'm not going to do it. I want to go take a shower so I can go do my podcast with Jason. But, what are they saying? Oh, yeah. So, you know, if you're not in a situation, like you're not in this situation or relationship with this person, the other person's all like, yeah, like, ooh. You know, and then you guys leave each other, like sometimes it all goes away. Like the feelings go away, the thoughts go away, the resentment, the bitterness, like all those negative feelings, all those negative feelings and emotions and beliefs and all that you had on that relationship starts to cease. Is that the word? It starts to dissolve away because you're not paying attention to it. But when you're in it, and everything's bad, you're paying attention to that. So that's why it grows. So, plus if somebody gets your insecurities to come out and you're a guy, that's where that pride fucking thing came from. Gratitude! Yeah, so be grateful for the bullshit. Align with what it is you want and go home. I saw that. Birth. Yeah. Creation, flow. I saw home. There it is. What's and reflect. And reflection was in those. Yeah, so somebody needs to fucking get away from somebody else in order to have what it is they want and not give a flying fuck about how it's going to affect the other person, because think about how it's affecting you. And also, if the person's manipulating you, so why the fuck would you want to, like, give a fuck how they feel when they manipulated you this entire time to feel a certain type of way? You know? But sometimes, never mind, I'm not going to go into that. Because I'm not going to. Hillary doesn't need to know the ins and outs of things, because then she can use that too. And this is the thing, I know I'm talking about this and people might not know anything that I'm talking about, but it's like, if you do, then it's relevant and I'm not going to explain it. But I don't even know if there's an actual Hillary, but I think there is, because my phone was fucked up. But I keep getting these other random things, but it's different, but it's the same, but she keeps popping up on my thing saying that there's missed calls from before, but she's nowhere. And then you click on it, it says voicemail, but it's nowhere. So it doesn't look like there's an actual person, but there is. And I blocked everything else, so I don't fucking know who's messaging me, and I won't look. I'm gonna take a shower, my hair's fucking bothering the shit out of me. I hope this helps somebody in some way. Just get away. Whoever, whatever, anything that is blocking you from your dreams and what it is that you want to do, whatever it is that makes you happy, get it the fuck out, because it's blocking you from your happiness. Set that shit down. Push that shit. Oh, why can't I never think of these things? Shut it down. And don't say that, Bethany. Okay. You guys have a great day. I'll probably be doing this later. And I'll be on a podcast. Whatever this was that you did have, it will bring you a lot of peace. Just don't doubt it. Forgiveness. Have more fun in it. Flirt. Fucking stop worrying. Have more light. Keep going. Lighter conversations. Trust in yourself and your inner wisdom. Stop having pride, guilt, and discipline your mind to not. Like, if you want something, it will happen. But it also depends on your mind. And people do have free will. But, yeah. It's not a failure unless you give up. And it's also not a failure because murder. Tom Segura. It's also not a failure because you just learned that whatever it was that did not work out, didn't work out. So you have to change it up and do something different for it to work out. All right. Bye, guys.